Hello everyone and welcome to the Commexis cast, all the news you need to know from our inbox to yours. Today we're talking about Facebook's automated systems flagging and blocking non-political ads for political content. Hello everyone, I'm Matthew McGordy, the videographer and podcaster here at Commexis, and today I am joined by the paid placement specialist at Commexis,
Hello everybody.
And the social media manager at Commexis, Rebecca Milstead.
Hello.
So today we're talking about a Facebook ads automated program blocking and flagging some political ads, non-political ads for what they perceive to be political reasons or political keywords. So a lot of this comes from Amy Gessenhues on Marketing Land, as well as a couple Bloomberg reports that reported on this. So for those of you who don't know, following the Cambridge Analytica scandal and some news stories about Russia potentially interfering or influencing the 2016 election using Facebook ads, Facebook set up a new program and some new regulations on the platform for advertising to sort of stop or better identify who is paying for these political ads. So first, political advertisers must be verified on the platform, and all political ads must list the person or organization that purchased the ad, so giving some better transparency there. And Facebook also began using artificial intelligence to identify and block ads by individuals who are not verified, or for ads who are not disclosing who is paying for them, either an individual or a company of some kind. So according to this report from Bloomberg, multiple advertisers, including a lawn mowing company, a hair waxing salon, and even Walmart, had ads taken down because they contained the word Bush, which Facebook automated systems associated with the former presidents George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush. And the Bloomberg report also said that there were 7 different advertisers whose ads were taken down. Another Bloomberg report by Sarah Fryer, she wrote that in Clinton, Iowa, an insurance company was blocked from advertising its annual family baseball night for customers and friends, featuring a backpack drive for needy children. And in Clinton, Tennessee, Facebook's system took down an ad for performances of Twelfth Night and The Jungle Book, featuring actors from local high schools. There was also a barbecue place who had ads taken down because they listed their address in the ad, which was, I believe, 400 President Clinton Drive. So a lot of these keywords being found and just immediately being flagged or blocked. James and Rebecca, I know you guys are normally the ones in our Facebook ad manager, and you guys have sort of seen this happen with some ads or some of our clients. So would you mind, giving a little background on that?
Sure. I mean, I guess you got to go back a little bit more because it wasn't always this way. Facebook used to have a slew of actual people that would curate the content. So they would be the ones to actually flag it, identify it. So you had an actual set of eyes that were looking at it. A little while ago, they more or less just let everybody go except for a select few that they put up in the upper echelon and put everything to the program. And like you said, in large part, the good and bad about it being part of the program is it goes to show that Facebook is really making a move to become kind of like that, almost like a paid search platform, where when you search by a keyword, you could pull up organic and paid results. Now, the bad part is, like you said, it's really strict. So it's just pulling out, literally identifying one word like Bush or Clinton, or even if you have something like this trumps that would probably get flagged too. So it's pulling out these keywords and it's saying, nope, it's political, without having another set of eyes to back up and say, nope, it's fine, I'll let it through.
So it's missing because there's no human there verifying, it's missing the context of the ad. It's just hitting the
Exactly. It's not there yet to actually take everything into account. So it's definitely more strict than we'd like. And to be honest with you, I mean, we've had a few clients get flagged when they had the same ad running the previous month, and then the next month we'd duplicate it, change the messaging just slightly, and they'd flag it right then and there, and we'd have to go in and appeal it and say why it shouldn't be marked as political. Yeah.
And how long can these appeals last? Are they normally pretty quick?
Forever.
It depends. The ones that have been running, usually a day, because like I said, they have been running, but sometimes you won't hear back for a week, a month. It all depends.
And so when you put these ads into the system, how fast are they flagged? Is it like within a couple hours, or does it take a couple days?
No,
Within
pretty much.
hours,
Yeah,
minutes.
pretty much instant. Yeah, and the thing is, like, even with us, to go to show how strict it is, like, they provide some good examples, like specific examples that you can trace back and say, oh, okay, well, this is why it did.
Yeah.
In our personal experience, when we went back and looked at the ad text and the targeted audience section, in case it was pulling out information from the targeting, it literally had nothing from any president ever throughout the history of the world in the ads. So how it got flagged is absolutely beyond us.
I'm assuming, and you guys can correct me because I don't know. This is just a guess. I'm assuming there's some keyword that was used that they just associate politically for some reason.
No, see, that's what I mean. Like,
it was a camp. I
Yeah.
don't know how political you can get
it was
with
a camp talking about kids and the activities. Nowhere
Yeah.
in there was about like presidents or political or anything.
That's very odd.
Yeah, so I
actually.
mean, there's always those outliers where, I mean, obviously, like I said, you can trace some of these examples back and say this is why. But then Facebook will just do this out of blue, and, you know, it hurts everybody. It hurts us as advertisers. It hurts the end business because it takes time to go through the approval process and get up and live. But they never actually explain it in return and say, don't do this next time. I mean, that's the one thing that overall, I mean, Google's could definitely use some work. But the one thing that Facebook just lacks altogether is customer support. They have literally no way. I think Rebecca, through some
secretly
loophole,
found a way.
Yeah, and this is literally like months and months and months of appealing, and somehow she found like a loophole, so we take advantage of it. But for 99% of advertisers
Just
out
no
there,
feedback?
there's none. I mean, not unless you're, you know, big, you know, like maybe a Walmart or a Samsung or a Google advertising on Facebook. I mean, unless you're a giant where they actually have somebody, you know, like at that upper echelon that manages your campaign. If you're just like a small to medium-sized agency or a small business trying to do it yourself, there's no help at all. So that's why, you know, whenever we talk to our clients, sometimes they'll say, well, you know, maybe I can just do this myself. It looks easy enough. But there's all those little nuances that after doing it for years, an agency has trouble even contacting when they have tens of thousands of dollars rolling through the platform. Do you really think Facebook's going to care if you're throwing $100 a month at it?
No.
You'll never get a reply.
Well, a Facebook representative said to Bloomberg, quote, review and enforcement will not be perfect. We're certainly working on ways our technology can improve detection, but it's important that we start. And Amy Gesson-Hughes also reached out to Facebook, and they did not give her a reply either. So there you go. So my question now, and sort of in closing, is, you know, we've seen some Facebook automated systems occur in the past that haven't done super well in various different ways. It kind of depends on what system we're specifically referring to. Do you guys think that this is a good step for stopping the problem, or do you think, you know, the old system that you preferred would be better? Do you think it's more manageable, something like that?
I think it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. You know, like personally from an agency standpoint, I mean, yeah, we would think it would be great if we handled like political ads or campaigns or things like that where we don't really venture into yet. It hasn't been an opportunity. So for us, it only really impacts us on the negative front. There's no upside for this enforcement. But overall, taking a look at how Facebook just revamped the entire algorithm to start showing less ads, or if they are ads, really relevant to you. And then also, you know, putting within your feed more about your friends and who you interact with regularly. You know, I mean, I think it's a step in the right direction because it does weed out those people that can slip through the cracks and start viral trends of this did this and this did that when it's not true. And it's all falling in line. I mean, it's not like Facebook alone is doing it. You know, Twitter just announced that they deleted, God, I forget, it was like thousands of accounts identified as spam bots and trolls. So I mean, it's social media wide. So I mean, it's not like it's something brand new and it's not something that's ever going to go away. It's just from our perspective now, you know, kind of figuring it out along with Facebook and Twitter and everybody else figuring it out, so we can provide the best experience as well to the potential prospects that clients trying to get to.
And Rebecca?
I think it makes it more difficult for agencies, only because if they get flagged and can't prove why it shouldn't be flagged, the verification process, you have to prove who you are. And I think a lot of agencies use something similar to what we do. We have like set up a dummy account with a lot of our clients' Facebook pages on there. There's no way to really prove like who we are.
Yeah, because it's one of those things, you know, when you're an agency, you can run literally, I think we're up to an allotment of 800 different businesses we can run underneath our blanket business manager, which is nice because then it's easier to manage all the accounts in one. You know, so from an agency standpoint, when there's no verification process and if you don't have a contact, it makes it extremely difficult. I mean, even from a personal standpoint, I mean, if anybody out there is doing it solo, you'd almost have to make sure that everything is in line. You know, make sure that it's a political page set up. You get that page verified, you make sure all the I's are dotted, all the T's are crossed before you even think about launching some kind of political campaign, which can be arduous, you know, and sometimes it's just not, I mean, it's going at the speed of light when you're talking about the political realm. So to say pull back and wait and do this, those are the people that are going to feel the effects the most.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to today's episode of the Commexis Cast. Thank you, Jim, and thank you, Rebecca, for joining me adjacent to the table today. If you guys would like to listen to more of our podcasts, you can check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes, the Google Podcast Store, the Google Play Music Store, TuneIn, and Stitcher. And if you'd like to watch us, you can check us out in full on IGTV, YouTube, and Facebook, and get little snippets on your social media feed by following us on Instagram, Twitter, and on LinkedIn. Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.